In this video, we're going to take a look at a while control structure. So let's say I want to write a program that would turn the LED on and off while a button is being pressed. So it presents a condition here where it says, while this is true, while the button is pressed, you can do this. Okay, so how do we make our program do that? Well, we need to put in a while condition or a while control structure. So while, and how we do that is just say while, and depending on what we're looking at, we might have to enter in our information a little bit differently. Since this is a sensor, we need to say while sensor value. And what sensor are we looking at here? Well, we're looking at the bump switch. Let's say I named my bump switch bump. And then what value are we looking for it to have? Well, we want it to be pressed, so that would be a 1. And notice that I use 2 equal signs here, not a singular equal sign, because 2 equal sign will represent is it equal to, we're checking the value, where 1 assigns the value. Okay, so it says while the sensor value bump is pressed, I want you to run the code below. Okay, now the software, the program doesn't really know what code to run yet until we tell it. So we have to say open curly, and then when we want it to stop, close curly. So it's going to run the code. As long as this is true, it'll run this code and it'll keep looping. Now, something to be a little bit worried of or pay attention to here is the fact that it'll turn, when I press the bump switch, it'll turn the LED on, wait a second, turn the LED off, wait a second. So if I let go of the bump switch in here, when it waits a second, turns the LED off, waits a second, it doesn't know that until it comes back up around again and checks. So essentially every 2 seconds, it's going to come back up around and check. So as long as I let this go at the right time, it'll check, be a 0 value, and then it'll stop looping this turn LED on, turn LED off code. And also notice it's a little bit sloppy here, so we're going to take a little bit of time here to make sure we organize. We use this little magic wand. It bumps things out, organizes them, makes it a little bit easier for us to read. Doesn't change how the program runs at all. It just makes it a little bit more organized and easier for us to see.